Okay, hi. Oh my god, I don't even know how to start this. Guys, when I tell you, oh my god, I feel like I've been able to keep it pretty tame on this channel about my love for Disney, right? But like, this one, dude, I don't know if I can. The fangirling is going to come through at like full speed. So, you know, if hearing me say, oh my god, a bunch of times and Jesus Christ and just screaming at high-pitched intervals are gonna make you cringe, this is not the video for you. Oh.
Nerd.
Like, when I tell you, for me, this movie really hit it out of the park. Gosh, she's just so cool! Also, there were so many twists and so many things I didn't see coming, and I loved it! Oh, okay, because you know, people will think, oh, it's a kid's movie. I totally know exactly how this movie's gonna play out. And with Raya, I got to just sit there and watch as none of that happened. None of the cliches or things that you think were gonna happen, none of that happened. And gosh, I'm sorry, I'm just so chaotic, but okay. Alright, be normal. Hey friends, welcome back to Nerd Culture. My name is Ruth, and today I'm gonna be talking to you, more like fangirling you about Raya and the Last Dragon. If you haven't heard about this movie, it's on Disney Plus. It's Disney Plus's newest, like, full-length animated motion picture, which you guys know Disney has been focusing a lot on their TV shows, so like WandaVision, Mandalorian, and then, you know, Pixar came out with Soul, and okay, it's been a minute since we've had an actual animated Disney film, and you know that's my dude. Oh my god. Raya, best Disney princess ever? Maybe? Like, honestly, she's so cool. We're having that conversation. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Jesus! Get it together, Ruthie. People want a review of the movie. They want you to react to the movie. They want you to tell them how you're feeling about the movie. Okay. So I've always wanted to be a princess warrior. That is like, if any archetype, like, I'm not a pirate, I'm not an astronaut captain, I'm not like a ninja. Princess warrior is everything I've ever wanted to be. And when Disney was finally gonna make a princess movie, but also a warrior movie, both, right? Not just a badass female who fights good, but she's also a princess. I know, Mulan, I know. But if you remember, Mulan is an honorary princess, right? She is in no way royal. Raya is royalty and a badass fighter. So when they were talking about releasing this movie, and they were like, it's a Princess Warrior movie, I was so excited and so worried at the same time. But they really came through, guys. Okay, if it's not obvious yet, I love this movie. I definitely would recommend it, and you know, let's get into why, right? Like, enough of this. Obviously, if you haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon yet, please go watch it. Like, oh my gosh, I have heard it's not for everybody, but like, it's definitely for me. So if you're like also awesome like me, you'll probably be pleasantly surprised. Go watch that before you watch this. Good, did you leave? Okay, if you're here, you should have already watched it, because spoilers gonna happen. Yeah. Why am I so awkward? Alright, how do I even start this? Let's just speed round of a few things that I liked, I guess, overall thoughts. Tuk Tuk in the beginning was adorable and so small. Oh my god, and like when he was on her shoulder, oh my god, I couldn't handle it. Okay, and we all watched the trailer. We kind of figured out that it was her dad training her to protect the dragon gem, but I was not ready for Raya's quirkiness and her dad's unconditional love for her. So cute. And the way he looked at her, like, that was a proud father. I also just loved how everyone, like any person from anywhere in the whole entire world of the movie, acknowledged the dragons and praised them for making this ultimate sacrifice, right? Even though the countries were war-torn and hated each other, but they remained united on that front, that they all owed the dragons their life. Tail, talon, spine, fang, and heart are the 5 lands, and I just love the dynamic between them. It just all makes so much beautiful sense. Like, the other lands think that heart prospers because that's where the dragon gemstone is. That's why they all kind of want to take it. And I like how each region gets a piece of the gem. Like, that just sets up the adventure perfectly. And it's just all beautifully unifying how a member of each of the squad is from each region. And oh my god, like if this was a video game, you would just like completion check, achievement. Like you got one from each land. Like, and the whole idea of like making Kumandra, like the dad tried this. He tried to unite the lands by inviting his enemies for food. If you think about it, all of them in that one spot has probably like never happened in a very long time. Oh my god, and then when he said he was gonna open with a joke, what a dad. All right, and the two princesses, like true love. We all ship it. We all ship it. And them being dragon nerds. Oh, I've never felt more understood. Dragons are like the coolest thing, right? Like for me, literally goes princess warriors and dragons. And the fact that this movie had both. Also, like, their friendship was so cute until it wasn't. But like they were bonding about like hating dresses. And then Namaari, like why did she betray Raya? They could have been so cute from the beginning. I mean, it made a great rest of the movie, but, you know. The betrayal, though, like that, oh my god. Like the look she gives here, she's already past Hans's level, and she's still a kid. This girl to me a heartbreaker. And when she backs up to let her guards in, I'm just saying, like, she is up there for me on, like, the badass Disney villains from that scene alone. Oh my god, maybe the beautifulest moment in the entire movie. Raya and her dad get to protect what they've trained for, and the dad turns completely badass, and like, Raya's so ready, but then he looks in his reflection and sees his daughter ready. You know, there's a chance they could take him and make it, but he recognizes that he could lose her if they tried fighting. So he lays down his sword, but you guys saw his eyes. And then he's shot. And now everyone wants to jump for themselves. And then it breaks. And now the monsters that the dragons literally sacrificed their entire race for are back. And turning everyone into stone. And this isn't like something you can run away from. Dude, okay, I know I'm just kind of doing a play-by-play. I'm sorry, I will stop doing that because that's just annoying. You watch the movie, you know what happened. The intro is just really intense. Okay, let's have a little mindful meditation moment. Close your eyes. Can you imagine the sole object that your kingdom was in possession of is destroyed because you trusted someone? And your dad, with his last breath, gives you a destiny that has literally been impossible for generations to fulfill, including himself. And he gives you this destiny and throws you off a bridge. Did I mention you were like 10 years old? He throws you off a bridge knowing you will be safe. And as you're falling, you see your father, your only family, turn to stone along with the rest of your kingdom. And what did your dad say? Not to get revenge on him, not to save him, to trust the people who put him in this situation. Okay, my thing is, though, is that the dad could have jumped too. Alright, wait, like, but you know, like, don't leave your daughter with the ultimate responsibility of ending a century long or longer than that war. Okay, sorry to break your mindful meditation. I'm just saying he could have jumped with her. I'm gonna stop doing play-by-plays, but the text of like the different lands when she would get there, oh my god, I love that. I don't know why, but it gave me very like Mandalorian vibes. It screamed bounty hunter with urgency. The visuals were also flawless. I love the background and the setting. Anyways, let's go back to the meditation. Can you imagine spending 6 years searching every end of every river? And keep in mind, each river has 2 ends. You spend 6 years going to the end of every river, both ends, looking for a dragon. 6 years. And think about it, that ritual that Raya does, she did that at the end of every river. She must have, to check if Sisu is there. That heartbreaking song she sings, she sang that at the end of every river for 6 years. 6 years of that. Gosh, what a princess. What a warrior. Thank you, Disney, really, for like not making us live through those 6 years of heartbreak. But we get there when she finds the dragon. Also, if you think about it, she trusted Namaari because she did that mission. She didn't try and collect all the pieces like her dad was saying she should. That wasn't her original goal. She took Namaari's mission and searched for Sisu to help because Namaari was the one who said that it was at the end of a river. Because Raya had tried the trust route, right? It didn't work. She lost her father. She wasn't going to try that again. And only after Sisu seemed affected by the gem and like got powers did Raya even decide to go look for the rest. You know, she thought she'd just find Sisu and that Sisu would be able to fix everything. But Sisu needed the gem because she needed the gem's magic. With this movie, we also like get right into the action. The gem is broken. The dragon is found. The dragon is expected to save everyone. If I have to explain the exquisiteness of this movie to you, the dragon has to collect all the magic from the other dragons that were infused into the gem. By collecting the different parts of the gem, it's like the dragons are together again, and just like last time, their magic is able to bring everyone back. Holy cow. You know, I was looking for plot holes. Other than the dad not jumping off the bridge, there's not much I can be mad about in this movie, honestly. Wait, was Namaari looking for Sisu too? Because she was looking to get the scroll from Raya, the dragon scroll, not kill Raya. Well, maybe she was, because I guess Raya stole the scroll from Fang, so maybe she was just going after Raya. I mean, I do ship them. They probably have a crush on each other, so they're probably chasing each other across the lands. I mean, that's cute. Also, when Raya... Oh my god, Raya tells Namaari that she found Sisu also so early in the movie. I was like, girl, why are you telling your literal enemy that you found the dragon? But it was like this perfect, like, I gotta flex on my ex moment. So I was a fan. I also thought the pacing was really good too. Like, you got right into the action. You know, they found the first piece of the gem. The enemy was on them already, following them across the land. They began building up the squad. Well, you guys watched the movie. I loved seeing Sisu in the water also. Like, she just looked so purely happy. Like, she belongs in the water. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to, like... This movie, dude. But, like, Raya doesn't trust anyone because she did that one time. And her dad did that one time. And she even thinks that Boone is trying to poison her when she first gets on the ship with his soup. And, oh my god, wait, I'm so sorry. But when Namaari is walking through the dragon stones, or the stone dragons, I guess, and you realize again that they are all united people that really were just saved by a higher power, and she has so much respect for them. Like, the respect these people have for the dragons trumps everything in that moment. Like, it just was so powerful anytime they would do it was such a unique... Sorry. I'm not even gonna try with that one. Oh my god, there were so many moments where I was like when Boone says that during the day you can almost forget that they're there, but at night, you know, you literally see them glowing. And then he says that they took his family, and that's when you realize that this is the first time Raya has probably ever been empathetic to anyone that wasn't from Heart in 6 years. God! I don't even know if Heart survived. Like, I don't know if she has a kingdom anymore. I don't know if they were all obliterated or not. Oh my god. You guys, like... I'm sorry. I will try. I'm really gonna try and make sense. This is not a review. This is a reaction. This is me just fangirling. I love loving something so much. Like, if you guys have something that you just, like, unconditionally love and pour yourself into with such a passion, and you know, love it to the max, and it makes you so unapologetically happy, like, be that passionate about it, because it's so thrilling. Like, life is so boring if you don't nerd out about something. No offense to all the jocks out there, but even jocks, like, if you guys have a sport team that you're really into or that you follow, like, get more fangirly about that. Like, it's just fun. Like, being obsessed. Let me just stop. This is me trying to, like, oh my god. Also, then Boone doesn't want to leave them, which is so cute, because, like, he's never felt brave enough to leave the boat before them, you know, but now he's found someone who cares. And I know, like, oh, well, you know, he's probably met people before, but is literally so terrified of the Drun because it took his entire family, you guys. And he's one of those kids who like had to mature really early on because he lost his parents. And you see like that he just wants to be a kid again. Also the baby, I love that like the con in the squad is a baby. Like that's adorable and incredible. And the monkeys are fun. Also, I kept thinking like throughout, you know, their kind of arc, like how they met each other. Like, do you think that the monkeys found the baby stranded and alone and took her in? Or do you think like the baby helped the monkey survive because she seems to be like the leader and maybe she can like, you know, kind of like win over the humans? I don't know, but like either way it seems like it would get me in my feels. I feel like this movie has a lot of potential for some great shorts, telling us more of the story that we don't really need in this film, but like could show us more of the world. Also, when Sisu goes on the land and is like, I'll be buying this with credit, like she's just bouncing along the street, and that was so funny. But then like it was so horrifying once we saw what was beyond those city gates. Like I don't like this movie actually, like during certain scenes, I mean during every scene I felt something, but during the like the scary scenes, like I felt fear, which I know I'm supposed to feel, but like I don't know, it doesn't happen in every movie anymore. I love the dynamic of all the characters. Sisu is so charismatic and Raya is so brave, and they just both like respect each other so much, which makes them really strong in the beginning. They all have this common loss that they share, where their people or their family were turned to stone. And you think about it, that's probably the majority of the population in this world. Like most people in this world probably feel really lost and sad because they're alone. So to have somebody else show you kindness and have a little like mission with them, like even though Boone was just driving in that first place, he already felt so like connected to someone else. He didn't want to lose that. I can only imagine, like, the baby hasn't felt like, I mean, because, you know, the baby is a con, like, genuine care in so long, or felt somewhere where she's been able to feel safe with her monkeys. Like, we haven't gone to Tong yet, but who cares about the order of this video, but, like, Tong is so sad. Like, he's actually all alone. His people tried to battle the Drun, but you, like, they didn't back down, but you can't fight a cloud. He also had a child. The baby stuffed elephant. If I watched this movie alone, which I didn't, but if I did, I would have had to pause it so many times just to like internally scream. And like Raya is done trying, because she did trust. She did. Ended up completely destroying her world. So like she doesn't trust anyone now. But then, oh my god, when she starts to see her pain in others. If I have to explain this to you, like, yeah. Also, every fight was a boss fight, is what it felt like. Like, every scene was so climactic. And then the actual boss fight, oh my god, okay, we're not there yet, and I can't, I'm not going to talk about the actual one yet. But in Disney's recent films, not to shade them, but I feel like they've, like, ended early, if that made sense. Like, I know it's a kids movie, so they're supposed to be shorter, but I've always, like, wanted more. Like, I wanted, like, in Frozen 2, like, I wanted the ending to be, like, fake, if that made sense. So, like, it would have, like, a fake ending, it's like, oh my god, you think it's over, but then, like, wait, you know? And Raya gave me that energy so much. Like, they reached the, like, when their journey could have been ended so much earlier than the actual ending, and it was... I thought that was so satisfying. But the fight scenes, bro, were so good. I mean, both Raya and Namaari are badass. And I don't need to elaborate more on that. But when Namaari sees Sisu and everything just stops, because that's her hero. That's her everything. Like, you think you have a celebrity crush, or you think you have a hero that you, like, really want to meet or really want to be. This is, like, a legend that, like, she wasn't even sure existed. And that she, like, praises. She loves Sisu. She adores Sisu. And she recognizes that Sisu saved her entire world. Namaari wanted Sisu to be alive so much. Like, more than Raya. Because Raya didn't even know. But Namaari, her entire life, has hoped that Sisu is alive. And now she is. Can you imagine? Do we need to do a mindful moment meditation for Namaari's side of the story? Because that would be Okay, I'm not gonna put you guys through that again, but can you imagine? I'm sorry I keep talking about this, but like also when the gang realizes that she's been Sisu this whole time, they have so much more hope. I was so confused going into this movie at how like just simply a dragon existing would fix everything, but it makes so much sense now. The peoples are united by their devotion to the dragons. I don't know why. It's just how beautifully simple it is great. Also, Sisu going through like that whole experience about realizing her siblings are gone, but motivating herself to take on this task to collect the gem pieces and bring back. She is a hero too. And like no wonder she has these emotional montages when responding to obtaining her siblings' powers. It's like she's bringing them back to life before she... Also like things, people are known as the backstabbers now. Like they carry that label of betrayal with them, and other lands like degrade them on it. There's just so much drama, you know? And I love the little teasers we got from it. God, like the lore of this world is so interesting. Really quickly, before they go to the final land, right, after they've been like collecting the gem pieces, they actually go back to Heart, which I'm not sure about this, but like Raya probably hasn't been there in like 6 years since when like her dad threw her in the ocean, and she looks and literally sees her dad, her actual father, frozen in stone. Gosh. Okay, you're living with this guilt that you cause, or at least help cause, the entire like stonification of so much of the population. So much. I mean, it seems like everybody has lost like so many people. And the reason your father is no longer with you. And you have to fly by him. I mean, you know, maybe if she was used to seeing him every morning, like would get up, be like, hey dad, you know, wow, you're still frozen. Sorry, I haven't rescued you yet. Brought you back yet. I mean, I assume she's gone back, but still, that's a sting seeing that. And apparently it's the same place where the dragons sacrificed them 500 years ago, which makes sense because that's where the dragon's gem was in the beginning. But during the backstory, we like get clarification that all the other dragons were turned to stone. Sisu's the only one left, right? That's why she's the last dragon. And she was one of the last 6 dragons. The other 5 are her siblings, right? And those 5 banded together and combined their magic to create the dragon gem. And then Sisu says, I don't know why they chose me. Could have been any of us. And I don't know why that hits so hard. I don't know why. I don't. She's not even the youngest or the oldest, like, oh, wow. And I love that they didn't explain it. They weren't like, oh, because you needed to work on this, or you needed to fulfill this destiny of yours, or you, no. So now Raya has this new mission where she wants to bring back the stone people, like her father, and unite the lands to make Kumandra, right? The entire idea of Kumandra is beautiful, and I'm not going to explain it to you because you understand why also. Dude, having hope is such a hard concept. Like, even in the real world, in your life right now, having hope is challenging. And yes, I know every movie talks about this, but for goddamn good reason. Raya kept the necklace that Namaari gave her, but Namaari fangirls to her mom and like is excited that everyone will come back and that she saw the dragon, and Namaari's like, whoa, oh my god, this solves all of our problems. Her mom is scared. And not for the reason you think, but she's scared because she thinks that everyone else, so all the other people in the world, are gonna blame Fang, so her kingdom, for what happened. And that Fang won't be forgiven. And that her people won't be safe. And she thinks that the only way they'll be safe is if they're acknowledged for saving the world. Right? Which is like really like a selfish thing, because you should just want the world to be saved regardless of who gets the... What am I trying to say? Who gets the, like, the recognition, the award, the label, the... Yeah, I guess recognition. I don't know. There's another word for what I'm talking about. Namaari is a strong princess warrior, too. Like, it's honestly so, like, equal to Raya. Namaari just, like, hadn't lost. Like, you know, baby Noi lost. And, I mean, Tong's village lost. And then when he says, like, his village will be full again. I don't know why, but this movie, like, really made me feel for the characters. Like, I felt how empty Tong's world was. And I wanted it to be full again. Okay, I'm not even kidding you. The last 36 minutes of this movie. And yes, I said 36 minutes. Guys, a lot happens in this movie. Okay, this is like almost a 2-hour long film. Like only a few minutes away from being a 2-hour long film. I can't even front right now. Like I don't want to talk. I honestly don't want to talk for the last 36 minutes. I want you to just, there's this Hemingway quote that I really like. Okay, this is like such a nerdy moment, but there's this Hemingway quote I really like. Hemingway was like a famous writer, and so he said that the best way to write is to sit down at a typewriter and bleed. And that's when you take what's hurting, you take your pain, and you just like type it out, I guess. And I've always loved that because I think that's how true art is created, is through like, you know, real emotions. Like, don't write a heartbreak song if you aren't going through a heartbreak. But if you are, that will be the best, authentic heartbreak song ever. Okay, off topic, but I felt like the last 36 minutes of this movie, I bled. And I really can't explain it any other way than that. Do I even want to talk about this part of the movie?